guys, welcome once again to the Raj Kaul Podcast, and hope you're all well. And guys, if any of you out there, you want to sponsor the show, we've been sponsored, getting the show sponsored. So if you want to make this episode or the next episode, well, not this episode, the episodes coming, you want to sponsor the show, just get in touch with me on Instagram or my email. It's all on Linktree. Yeah, so check it out. But to the podcast today, guys, I've got a very special guest. I see him. All of you know who he is, but my social media feed's always bombarded by his reels. So I'm gonna check it out there. That is just be good. So Simon, how you doing, bro?
Oh, good, man. Thanks for having me, man. So sorry for the delays. It's been manic the diarrheas.
Yeah, we've actually been planning this
time.
for months, hasn't it been, Simon? Huh?
I know.
But he's so busy, guys. Honestly, this man's so busy. He's so hard to get hold of. He's harder than Apache. Apache was hard to get hold of, but he's more busy than Apache at the moment.
I know. It's been a tough year. It's been a busy one.
Yeah, because I see you gigging the whole everywhere, bro.
Yeah. It's been busy. It's been like the live scene, behind the scene, the Simon Says scene, music scene, looking after Mokeet as well.
Yeah, it looks like to me, social media. The way social media portrays you, it looks like you're the only door player in the whole country.
You know what it is? You just got to be with it, with this sort of like with how the world is now in social media and the
Yeah,
platform. It's just not like the old days. You just wait for a WhatsApp or you wait for a text message. You just got to be on it now. You just got to be on it.
yeah, absolutely. By the way, Liverpool man,
Yeah.
even though we're not doing too well at the moment, are we? Huh?
No, it's not been the greatest of months for us, but we're bouncing back.
Yeah,
Hopefully,
absolutely.
hopefully Salah gets back onto it now. It's all right.
Yeah,
So
I
that's
reckon we
that
get
great
rid of
stuff.
him. I reckon we get rid of him in January.
I know,
Yeah.
yeah, it's
But
terrible.
चाम लिया थोड़ा नहीं.
I think, yeah, I could probably imagine how he's feeling though. It's like being dropped out of a band, you know what I mean? So next friendly comes in. So tell them to have a break, man. You won't pick up
Yeah.
the stage money. Go pick up the stage money, we'll carry on singing and
Oh,
playing. Oh, I totally understand. It happens in life.
absolutely. So, Simon, let's make a start on the podcast. So,
Yeah.
you probably seen the podcasts like what I do. We go
Yeah,
off on
yeah, it's good, man.
tangents. We go off on tangents and all sorts, bro. So, but one thing I gotta say, if you're on my podcast, that means you're a good musician because I don't pick any musician off the street. That means
Thank
you
you,
know
man.
what you're
Thank
doing.
you.
So basically, well, you got to keep the standard high, innit? Because it's musicians about me learning from musicians. You got to be better than me. I'm not that good anyway, but it's not a very high wall, but high
Yeah.
standard. But, TK, so I know you've been playing Dhol and stuff, but tell me a bit about your background, about your childhood. Where you from originally?
A Midlands boy, so little town called Darlaston. Don't know if you've heard of Darlaston.
I had a Darlaston, yeah.
Yeah. So Darlaston, where I sort of grew up, and musically was just always Punjab. I was just always a tapper on the table, um, playing with my pencil and ruler, not really paying attention in class when I was a kid because I was just a Bhangraholic and I was just so much into Kuldeep Manu, Sadhu Sikandar, or everything from Punjab, Hansraj when I was a kid, Hira, DCS, Apna Sangeet. And so I was tapping away. And then when I went to India for the first time, just bought a doll and played at my son's jungle. Never touched a doll in my life, and that was it really. Had a Dilli and Daga, and it just
So
clicked.
go back. Tell me a bit about Darlaston. Is there because I know about Darlaston, but I've
Yeah.
never been there.
Darlaston, yeah, the
Is there a big
community.
Punjabi community there? Or
It's not. It wasn't first. It is a bit now,
Mhm.
but it's grown. But back in the day, there wasn't many Opani
Hmm.
in the little town. Even my primary school, primary school was like we was probably about two, three Indians in
That's
the
it.
whole family. Yeah, and then going into secondary school, and then that's where we sort of everything started getting a bit like more different communities mingling and getting together. But yeah, then suddenly they started playing Dole with my next door neighbour Jason, and then met Kay. I don't know if you've ever know Kay, who plays with me, and
Gotcha.
Dhol as well. With he's played with the Jarnick, and he started teaching at the Godora, the local Godora in Darlaston. And then that sort of we started just sort of jamming really. He started teaching, but I was just there more like jamming, learning a bit.
Gotcha.
But then that's when I started gigging when I was at school in sixth form with DJs, Midland Boys, don't know if you know Midland Boys and
Yeah,
CB
yeah.
discos. And just playing all at weddings and parties, family parties, and then got hooked up with the CB discos, a guy called Reggie and Bal. I don't know for Reggie, he still does like UVDs, screens and everything now. His brother's Sonny, he's a sound engineer. He's played keyboards with Halters as well, and Serge. And that was it. Then they just took my number on an LP, which was Midas Touch, Malkeet Singh. Uh, they wrote it down with like a green crayon. I remember here's my home number, and they just gave me a call.
Who did? Sorry.
The DJ, Stevie
Gotcha.
Discos.
Gotcha. So let's
So I
go
went
back because
home after that.
you're what you're doing right is you're uh, going in fast forwards, but I want to slow down a bit.
Oh, okay.
You
Oh,
know?
okay, okay.
Yeah,
Sorry,
yeah.
sorry. Yeah,
I
yeah.
want to slow down. Excuse
Cut
me.
that. You could cut all that.
Oh, they what was I say? So when you were in Darlaston, as you said, there was a little bit of Punjabi. It's totally different to what I was brought up in Handsworth.
Yeah, yeah. Totally
So
different.
yeah, and
My all my
Handsworth,
friends are like all my friends were majority white. Like probably 89% of them were white when I
wow,
grew up. And all my
and
family, obviously, my family was Warsaw, Darlaston. So like that's how like we sort of were like really tight family.
yeah.
But friends and growing up at school, majority was all white.
Well,
And then
there's
my
nothing
neighbors
wrong with
like,
that.
yeah,
It's
yeah,
just, I mean, when I was young, right? I don't know whether you had a similar experience. I mean, there was a lot of like hip hop culture and stuff where I was, right, in Handsworth
yeah,
and stuff. But I didn't really identify with that.
yeah,
I just identified with Punjabi Bhangra bands. That's who I what
yeah,
I did. But and a bit of Bollywood and as you said, Gurdas Maan, Sadhu Skandar, but especially the
yeah,
Bhangra bands like DCS, Excellency,
yeah,
and
yeah, yeah.
stuff like that. So did you have something similar,
Yeah,
or was your musical tastes broad at that time?
broad. Mine was like aha,
Um,
wham,
yeah,
yeah,
wham, yeah,
aha, wham. And then I remember Bros came on the scene,
yeah,
New Kids on the Block. Then the Bhangra sort of stuff. Obviously, I was into that as well, but like I was more listening to all that Top of the Pops and stuff like
yeah,
on
yeah.
TV. And I remember being a fan of AHA, and joining their fan club, and having like merch and posters in my room. And they're like, "Take on me," and the sun always shines on TV and all that. So I was all into that as well when I was young, and I just like this music's really good. But I just like the beats. It was just more about percussion for me and the vocal. And I was just like, how can this guy hit these notes? How can you do it? And like you try singing along to it and thinking, I can't hit that note. How can you play drums like that? How can you do these beats? And remember with the karshia in my kitchen and then put some pillows in the sofa and pretending to be the drummer to play Take On Me.
See, I love these stories. See, Simon, you missed all this. This is like gold, like
Yeah, yeah,
for me, because what it does, it gives a picture of your childhood, and it makes me sort of remember how my childhood, because we were probably sort of similar, like that. I
yeah,
was always into singing, like that kind of. My mum with the field. We had a Hitachi double deck. Ghetto blaster thing at home.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
That was the main basically source of music in the
Yeah,
house.
yeah,
So
it was. And then when it came to like Punjabi like radios, it's like Radio Derby, which I used to wait till Friday. I think it was like 7 o'clock or something, and we used to like tune in on the radio just to listen to what the latest Bhangra songs are,
yeah,
or an
yeah.
interview. It could be like an interview with Malkeet Singh or somebody from DCS or Alap or something, and then listen. Channel 4 came on with Bhangra Beat, and it was like that's something stupid like at 11 o'clock at night. And them days were like
I don't
VHS.
remember that one. I remember
It
Network
was
East
like
and stuff as well, but I don't remember
there
Bangla
was
Beat.
there was something like called, I think it's called Bhangra. I think you can see it now on YouTube, but they used to come on Channel 4, but it was
Okay.
on really late. So obviously we couldn't stay up that late.
Yeah.
So we worked out how to use a timer on the VHS. I don't know if you ever used a
Yeah,
timer.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
did. So I remember, and then the like some days it would work, and then you come running downstairs. So, like it'd be like Christmas for me, running downstairs and just to go and check the video if it recorded, rewind it, and see what will happen in Punjabi on that night.
Yeah.
I'll be asleep, and then sometimes I'll come running down and think, okay, yeah, I want to see what happened in tonight's episode, and then the bloody VHS to the reel, it got stuck, and then you pull the reel, you pull it out, and you think, shit, it's all screwed up. It was probably the best episode of that.
Oh
Like,
gosh, man. I remember with the VHS players, head Karabo and that's the head.
yeah,
And you
yeah,
get some of
yeah,
your dad's whiskey, right?
yeah, or Bacardi or something.
Yeah, Bacardi and clean it.
On the cotton bud.
Yeah, that's the ones. So this is anyone who's listening. Dude, people probably don't know what VHS players are now, will they?
I know, yeah, it's crazy. I just
Yeah,
watched Home Alone earlier with my daughter, and when there's a bit when he uses the VHS, and she
yeah.
goes, "What's that, Dad?" I was like, "That's a VHS." It's crazy.
Yeah,
We're
even
gonna think of
cassettes when if it that used to happen with cassettes as well, and you used to get your
yeah,
pencil or a
yeah,
pen,
yeah, yeah.
roll it back
So,
out.
but then again, with stuff like that, when the radio used to come on Fridays, I used to have like a tape recorder. Then I used to press like with two fingers record when
I
a
used to do
Bhangra
the
song.
same. I used to do the same.
Yeah, so when the song used to come on, whatever song it was, or something like an exclusive, I used to press record,
Yeah, yeah,
and then slowly got into like another double decker where I can play two things together. So I
yeah.
started pretending I was a DJ and like pressing, and then I became sort of the DJ sort of guy at family functions and
Acha, acha,
like
yeah,
your
yeah,
house
yeah,
parties that you have at my mother or Marcy's or Paul's or whatever. I was the guy that used to like put tape on, then next tape quick, next tape quick, next
yeah,
tape
yeah.
quick. It that just happened, and then that and again from there you're learning, and you're still learning because you're learning about timing. You
Yeah,
know what I mean? You're learning about the beat and you're learning about the BPM. Like nowadays, it's a piece of piss. You got your laptops and everything. If you're queuing it, pressing a few buttons,
yeah.
the job's done. You know what I mean? Like the real DJs are still the ones that are queuing stuff and like using their headphones and putting the BPMs in. You know what I mean? But
Absolutely, yeah.
the
And
other
now
DJs
AI's
back
come
in the day,
now. Hey, Simon,
yeah,
AI's come now.
yeah,
That's gonna kill. That's gonna kill a lot of industries. Like I was doing a course today on AI, and they were just showing how music right is going to be so affected by AI. Basically,
yeah, yeah.
everyone who uses stuff like splice and loops and stuff.
Okay, yeah, yeah,
If you don't know, basically in a few years' time, if you don't know how to produce properly, I mean, play an instrument and produce,
yeah, yeah.
you're gonna be out of business.
Really?
Honestly,
Wow.
because like if you the software out there now, if you typed in I want a Bhangra Chinese song now, right? Yeah, Bhangra
Yeah, yeah.
Chinese music style. It'll do it for you. It'll just get the loops, put it together, the right key. It'll even write the song for you in Punjabi.
Wow.
Write the song
It
and
is
and
scary.
it'll record it for you and it put it. This is within. I'm talking within 5 minutes.
It's scary.
Yeah,
It's
so that's what
scary.
happened. But the thing is, because what it's doing, it's just using sources like Splice and stuff like that, and just getting everything together, putting it together.
Yeah,
Just same as producers do today. Huh?
yeah, yeah,
That's why you hear so much of the same samples across all music. So people really need to sort of up the game now. Basically, what it's going to do is going to. Sorry, I'm going on a tangent. It's what it's going to do. It's going to kill out the bedroom producers. Unless you know your
yeah,
music,
yeah,
unless you know your vajar or keyboards or guitar stuff, and that, unless you know
yeah,
that
yeah,
kind of
yeah,
stuff, unless you know your Dhol, and if you're that kind of producer, it's going to kill it off. And
yeah, yeah, 100%.
and maybe with DJs as well.
I know. It's scary just to think about the next few years with music.
Yeah,
We could come to a live scene, come to a DJ scene, come to production. It's just a bit scary. Like some of the stuff
absolutely.
I'm
Yeah,
hearing on stage now with technology, uh, it is. It's. Do people really want to learn instruments now with the technology doing everything?
yeah.
But I don't know. I don't know.
Well, as I
It's a,
said, if you want to really do like you're not going to replace stuff like live. I'm doing. By the way, I'm doing a special podcast episode with the Swami on AI.
Okay.
So
Okay.
that's going to be just about AI, nothing else, because he's ahead of everyone in the Bhangra industry. He's like
Yeah. Yeah.
miles ahead of everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah, Swami, he's a wicked guy. Diamond is as well. So I'm going to be really interested in that to see how AI goes forward.
No. It's a new thing. You
Yeah,
got to be on it, isn't it? You got to be on it. That's not just for
absolutely,
music and our industry. It's everywhere. Corporate world
absolutely.
as well. Everything, entertainment, movies, everything.
Yeah.
It's just the way the future is now.
So wonderful about what you're telling me about your childhood. It's given me a little bit of background of your childhood,
Yeah.
and I can relate to it. And you can tell if you can tell it's interesting to me when I start going off on a tangent as well and get a bit excited. I don't know whether you saw the podcast with me and Harvey Soldier,
I haven't watched that one yet.
dude. He was on about how the Sahotis mood sound is produced, man. I got so excited because I love Sahotis, dude. And
Yeah,
he
same
was able
here.
to produce it, the beats and everything. And he was talking about the technical side of what he did and how he did it. And gosh, man, मेरे रोंगटे खड़े हो गए, man. Honestly, I was like, it's wicked, man, bro. Uh, but yeah, so tell me, so when you were younger, so you said you just went to India one day and you picked up a toll.
Yes, I was invited to my Darlaston's wedding,
Yeah.
but at that time I was like desperate. I like really wanted to buy a door. I went to Jalandhar, forgot the name now. Something house. It's quite a famous music shop, and just picked the door. And then that same day, because I used to play Dolky a lot as well when I was young.
So this is before that. So you see,
Yeah,
you're
before.
missing all these details,
Yeah, yeah.
Simon. Huh?
So like, yeah, so the Dolky was just like from tapping, but then just putting it to the instrument. And plus, I was like a lefty as well, so my dugger, like my bass head would be on my right hand,
So did you have a
and
donkey
like
at home?
yeah, so I have a Dolky, but not
Who
like the
who who
best of
played that?
Dolkies. It's just me, just like I
No,
got it
but
from my doctor.
how did the donkey get home? Did your dad bring it or mum and dad? Who brought it?
Back in the day, I think it's through my doctor, but my granddad. So like my dad now, we used to be at the Gurdwara, and he used to do a lot of the kirtan and stuff. So when I used to
Gotcha.
on Sundays, sometimes it's like jump on with me, but I couldn't get the beat right because like it's like the timing of some sort of some of the
Yeah,
shamans.
you got to learn it,
You,
don't you, as well?
you gotta
Because
know your stuff, but it's
yeah,
not. It's just
because
your full beat, and I
when
was
it's like
making so many
classical like
mistakes.
that,
Yeah, yeah,
they do 7 beat cycles and 14
yeah.
beat cycles and stuff like that. It depends on the rag and what you're playing and what so I can imagine that like if you're not familiar with that, it's really difficult.
Yeah, really difficult. And then I also look at like my family, all the singers sitting in front, and I'm thinking they just know that I haven't got a clue what I'm doing. Because in my head, I'm thinking like, I just want to play this D4 beat. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's just making so many mistakes. It's always a part of learning. You know what I mean? It's about learning and
absolutely, yeah.
control learning, and then went on the door. But the door was like I wanted to play the door because I seen Gachan Mal at a wedding. And then that was it. I was just like, this is it. He's just like a golden star. I want to play that instrument.
Is
And
that how
then
you got inspired? Good John
yeah,
Moore.
yeah. And just from a very young age, I was a massive Pop Geek fan. Like same with like
What a band.
Pradesi and all that. And I even joined Pop Geek's fan club. Like I said to her, I joined RH's fan club. Then he used to write letters back in the day.
Yeah, yeah,
So,
yeah.
and that's on my holidays. We used to spend a
P.O.
lot of
Box.
time. Yeah, yeah. So in our summer holidays, we spend a lot of time in like Warsaw, a little town called Plek. All my cousins are there, and Leicester.
I'm not far from
And
there.
yeah, yeah. So basically, we were massive Bhangra fans. We used to get the tapes and we used to read all the inlays, who did what, and this, that, the other. And I just remember just going to some of the rooms and then just reading a tape cover, even though I read it like 55 times or 60 times, I'd keep doing it and then keep doing it again. And then sometimes I put all like pictures together and make pretend it's a show, pretend it's a gig, thinking that, how awesome would it be to have Sahotas, Apna Sangeet, DCS, Pradesi, all on the same lineup. And then that was when that show happened on BBC Two or to Channel 4. but all the Pachinyan and the Jarnik and
Yeah.
Upnasnagid and everybody did their thing. So like it was all to me. I was a fan. You know what I mean? Always been a fan, and always had this like people used to collect action figures. I used to collect flyers, and then I
It's
used to cut
amazing,
out
dude.
some cut ads, cut Monkey Singh out, cut Safri out, cut DCS out. Then so put it like on a A4 piece of paper, like a white piece of paper, and then just stick it with glue
Wow.
and make my own flyer and put on the promotion, Simon Promotions. This is the next gig. And I wasn't even in a band then. I was just like, a kid growing up playing dolky and Dhol. You know what I mean?
Gosh.
And then when I think about them days, like 30, now, yeah, probably about 35 years ago, maybe longer than that. And then I think about now when I'm sitting in a room like Mulkeet Singh or just chilling with him, and and I think about cutting out his cutting out cutting really slowly around his body and bum and sticking him on an A4 piece of paper. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? It's spooky, isn't it? It's just crazy. And
Yeah.
even
Wow.
Shin, like when I was with DCS, and at my mum's wedding, I think there's a video we still got, but I'm actually like about 9 or 10. But throughout the whole wedding, I didn't dance. I just stood next to the two tabla players and with my mouth open, and just you can see me throughout the whole wedding film, just dancing. I mean, not dancing, just standing there, just watching DCS. And when the camera just panning, all you can see is just me with my little suit on, just staring at them for like two
Junoon
hours.
hunda nahi, you know what I mean? You have that passion, and
Yeah,
only
man.
some people are so passionate about music, like
Yeah.
they're just awestruck, aren't they? Like
I was start yeah, to me, they were like superstars, you know what I mean?
yeah.
I mean, they still are when I see them, and then they played a massive role, like in my childhood
Hmm.
through music, and that was like I was a proper fan, a
That's crazy,
real
man.
fan. Then when came into the industry, and that's just like it was a shock.
So
It
we're
was
gonna
a
get
big
there.
shock. Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Tell me a bit about your. So let's go back to you went India and
yeah,
well earlier you saw Gurjan Mal first and
yeah, yeah,
and then you thought I want to play Dole. Is that
yeah,
yeah?
yeah, yeah.
Was that a
That's
wedding
always
or a gig or was it on TV?
it was a wedding. So basically, it was a Residari's wedding, like some relative's wedding. But this was in Coventry. I don't know if you remember. There's like the community centre in Coventry where people used to go for tea and smoke tea in the morning and do the melody and stuff. And then they used to cross the road to go to the gondola.
Yeah.
But at this time when we was having tea and everything, I seen like band members walking up the steps and putting stuff on the stage. And then I was thinking in my head, because I heard we got rumours that up and I see they're going to be here. And then I seen Tabla, Khalsi Tabla, you know what I mean, rest in peace, where he was setting up. I thought, wow, there's Khalsi. Then I seen Nikki Patel. I was like, oh my God, look how many keyboards he's got. That's him. You know what I mean? It's all in the flesh. It's like seeing like the Undertaker or Hulk Hogan in front of you. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
And then I'm like, just like, whoa, whoa, my body's all shaking and that. And mom and dad's like, what's going on? I was just like, look on stage, look on stage. So the band are there now, but they said, look, we're gonna go to the gondola now. They're gonna go watch the wedding. And I'm young, don't forget. Like I'm like really young, like I'm like 13, 14 now.
Yeah.
And I'm saying to my parents like, and family, like, I'm not going to the goddamn. They go, what you doing? I said, I'm literally going to stay here because the party's going to be here after.
Hmm.
They said, you have to come to the gondola. It's literally across the road. And I says, "Oh, please, please, I'll come there in a bit." But what I did, I just sat on the table. Like, they must have been thinking, like, who the hell's this kid? Yeah, just sitting there, watching the setup, then sound check. Yeah. Didn't even have the guts or courage to go up to the stage and say, uncle or what. I don't even know what to say to them because
Yeah.
I just want knew their names. You know what I mean? I was because I was like starstruck, and I was like, I'm just gonna listen. I'm just gonna watch what they do. So I watched them set up. I listened to their banter, as in like group banter. To me, it was just like they're having a laugh and joke. Then watching them sound check. I need this higher. I need this lower. No, you're too loud. Can listen to these little arguments. And I'm just sitting there observing. Don't forget, I'm like 13, 14 years old.
That's crazy.
Yeah. and I've got nothing. I've got no soft drinks. I've got nothing. I'm just sitting there with a suit on. I'm meant to be in the gondola watching the wedding, but what I'm watching, I'm not singing. Sound check and like list, and then Sadaradi and Pomeradi, they're all there getting the vocals checked, and then I was like, okay, I'll watch their sound check and everything. Before I know it, and then the guests start coming back. Then that's when they got changed, and then watched their performance, and that was it. That was just like that. I need to be playing that instrument. The sound of the door, I was just like you hear it on tapes, but we hear it live.
Yeah, it does.
And then obviously you
Phenomenal.
got Guchar Mal, like, who's just the king of, and just dancing and playing with a big smile. And I just like, I was starstruck. And then I had a plastic, on there, you get the paper plates.
Yeah, yeah,
And I was trying
yeah,
to find a pen. And I went up to them at the end and got their autographs. And I was just like, wow. And that was it. And then from there, I said, I've got to play the door. And then from that memory, when I went to India, that's how it all sort of started, really.
Wow. So when you were in India, was that your intention? You told your parents or whoever's
No, I
with you?
said I want to buy a door.
Yeah,
I want to bring it back to the UK. I
yeah,
want it all. My intention was never to like gig or play because I thought, oh, I could never
yeah,
do that. You know
yeah,
what I mean? I hit that sort of level. But then when I picked up the doll and the doll had no strap as well, it's what proper like tight, like a really thin string.
yeah,
So
yeah.
there's so
It's
it
the rope
sticks
thing,
to
the
you.
rope thing, or you
Yeah.
have the tag. Yeah,
So I stuck into my neck as well.
yeah,
So I was like
yeah,
young, and then I was in the bend. They said we're gonna do the jungle. I know. And I thought, yeah, yeah. Because he goes, no, we're going to do a jungle, but we're going to walk around the whole bend.
yeah. Amazing.
And then goes, so you ready? Do you want to go for it then? Because there was a doorkey there.
Yeah,
And I thought, yeah, I'll just hold the doorkey and, play um, doorkey and walk while everybody sings. I said, I got the door now. I've never played the door, don't forget. And then I just put it on of the Dilly and Dugga, started playing. And that was it. We went for a walk. And that
so
walk
how?
lasted like half
So
an
this
hour.
this just came to you naturally.
Yeah, yeah. Just playing from tapping away from playing Dolgi, and then when I grabbed the tilly, because my tilly in my hand, but in my head was when a kid was a pencil. So like there's no flexibility. It was
Yeah.
just a pencil.
Yes.
And my dugger was my hand
Yeah.
on the table. Yeah. But then sometimes the karsi on the pillow. But then when I actually had the dugger, actually the tilly, I thought, you know what, it's all right. Got a good sound here, got a good beat here. And that was it.
Hmm. That's
Brought it back.
that's
Yeah,
really
yeah.
it's really fascinating because it sort of makes me think about like I'm primarily a singer, but it makes me
Mm.
think, okay, that's a similar thing. You don't like how you're tapping and stuff with your hands. You're actually doing a rhythm, and it's similar to singing because you don't when you start off. Sometimes you don't
Yeah.
have a teacher. You're constantly singing, listening to stuff, and singing,
Yeah,
and you're
yeah.
almost practicing, isn't it? It's a form of practice,
Yeah, yeah.
really. You know? So it's really
That's
interesting.
true. It is, and like a lot of it's natural,
Mm,
and a lot of it is like listening. So if I listen to tapes, I'd keep pressing rewind on that tape, and I'd be tapping like on the table, but then I'm not getting it right. Even though I don't know the ball, I don't know what the actual technique is.
yeah,
It's just to me it's sounding right with my finger
yeah,
and the
yeah,
fingers
yeah.
and rhythm. Then I'm putting that to all, and that's how it was. But
Ah, it's
then,
crazy.
yeah.
So, were you like, did you get like, applause or did you get some? Did you make any pocket money
Yeah,
from
so
that?
like a lot of rupees were going
Yeah,
onto the door and stuff. And for
yeah,
me, I was a bit nervous because I was like, I mean, number one, I'm not like even I'm in Punjab. You know what I
yeah.
mean?
Of
So
course.
if I'm shit here, you know what I
Yeah,
mean? Like, because there's so many badass musicians in the band, yeah.
yeah.
You know what I mean? And there's this little boy from Darlaston, yeah. He can't speak Punjabi. He's like a little skinny little boy, and
Yeah,
he's got a big doll on him. And if I'm making any mistakes, I'm looking around thinking, I'm in the bend, I'm in Punjab, I mean,
yeah,
I'm in the roots of Bhangra and everything. And
yeah.
there's me, just a dull old lad, walking around the bend, blasting it. But that was, once I got my rhythm, I was just like, I didn't want to stop.
Crazy. So when you
I know.
brought the doll back, did you start taking
Yeah.
lessons then, or
Yeah,
how
so
did
when I brought it back, I became a bit of a nightmare for like my neighbours. Then started
that?
like yeah, and started listening to the songs. Get a hi-fi back in them days.
Yeah,
So like when my parents would be at work or this that the other, if I'm scribing school, I used to put the tracks on, then play on top.
yeah,
Yeah, but then sometimes it got a bit loud, so I'll get a towel or something and put the towel on top of the door and cover the
yeah.
skins, but still play. Even though I did have that sound, it's flat, but I was still playing, just practicing, trying to dance, trying to get the moves, then watch the videos on my VHS. But then my next door neighbor, he got a tool as well. So he had like sort of, so
Is
then
this the
he's
one who
back,
was
he's
complaining, or was the other one?
nah, everybody used to complain about the parents and stuff.
Yeah.
But he used to bang his door, I used to bang my door. And then when there's both banging, banging doors together, it was a bit bad. But it worked. And that was it really. And then started playing at family functions, little parties here and there. Well, Simon bring your door, Simon bring your door. Make sure Simon brings his door, make sure Simon brings his door.
So would
And
you
that's how the story happened with
so would you
the
say you were
so
self-taught then?
yeah, more not about 90% listening
Wow.
to
You would
tapes.
never ever think that,
Yeah,
honestly.
listening to tapes, playing, listening to, well, playing alongside the videos because them days there's no YouTube, there's nothing, you
No.
know what I mean? And then just learning more like from India, Punjab, from the producers there, like Atul Sharman, all that, all the
Yeah.
old stuff, good, Darlaston, Sidhu, because many tracks didn't have much tool in there
No.
back in the day, but some did. But the ones that did is the ones that I liked. But then that's when the generation of Sukhinder Shindar came out with
Yeah.
his recordings. So that made it a bit more better for me to learn as well, because there's a lot
Wow.
more tool in that. Yeah. So then going back to that story with Darlaston, so my friend Kay, he was teaching there. So we used to jam at the Darlaston Gurdwara.
Acha, acha.
They used to have students, and I would just go there to play
So how did you find out
and
about
try to.
Kay? Was he because you your friend
Kay,
or
yeah, good friend of mine. And then Kay used to play with the band called Jarnik. So again,
John? Yeah.
he was he's super talented musician, but he plays everything. And then when he started doing the door lessons, I said, I'll come and with you. I'll come and have a look. And then started jamming there now and again. But then that's how I got busy with the DJ scene.
Yeah.
So my path went that way, and his path went the other way. But we're
Yeah.
still together, still to this day. Like, for the good, we've known each other for like, yeah, probably about 35 years, probably, yeah, around that sort of
Wow.
time.
Wow. So what did
It's
he teach you?
crazy.
What did Kay teach
Dawn,
you
he
at the
used to
time?
like, Kay used to like, he plays Dawn, but he was more like harmonium budget. He's just
Yeah.
like, and I'll just be the guy who plays the Tolki or tabla, try and play the tabla
Yeah.
while he does everything else, so he can practice. So we just used to jam basically, and it was like it would be like 5-10 minutes. He'd like start, and then it'd be like an hour gone or 2 hours gone.
Gosh.
Yeah, yeah. So like, and then we listened to we'll share tapes. He'll say, "So here, have this tape. Have Saab record this tape. Or have this tape. This those new tapes come out. Or go and get this one." Because like his family was quite, his family's quite musically. They like get a lot of music. His cars were always full of tapes and videos. I used to always get off with him and his dad and his brother. And then I used to go to film shops, like you can get a Punjabi film or Bollywood film
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
hire a blockbuster video. And I used to go to the section where the Mela were. So I used to get like a Nupuri Mela, or Punjabi Mela, or Happy New Year Punjab.
Yeah. I
I
remember
used to
Happy New
hire
Year.
all
Yeah.
them.
Yeah.
And then I used to
Or
get
Hello
all their,
97, something like
yeah,
that, innit?
that's it, yeah. Then I used to
Hello.
watch the Indian bands.
Yeah.
Then I used to listen to the Indian bands. Say, how can they play like that? How can they do that? And then
Yeah.
watching
Crazy.
them again, just to me, it was education.
Yeah.
I was a guy that kept on pressing rewind all the time. I was a rewind guy. If I'm not getting it right, I press rewind. If I'm not getting it right, I press rewind.
That's dedication, bro. Dedication.
It's mad. It's horrible. But when I think about it now, about how many people I did probably do so many people's head in, like people in the car with me or people at home with me. Nay, nay, I need to listen to that piece again. I need to listen to that beat again. I get told, I'll just leave the tape on, man. Just leave it on.
you're you're that guy,
You
ain't it?
I'm that guy, man. I swear to God, nay, I need to hear that piece again.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It'd be cheesy. Yeah,
Gosh.
but yeah, that's how. So basically, yeah. So going back to the question, yeah, a lot of it's just like natural.
Wow.
My dad does nothing with music. He's just my dad likes to sing in the bathroom. Mom's arts were like she used to like yeah, she would always do fitness and dance and stuff. But musically, it's my cha really. Dad's brother was in a band called Hasina. He's played keyboards, he sang a few songs as well. But the whole like from me, I don't know, there's not many people in my family that do um
Music.
music, yeah.
Wow.
My niece and nephews, they play classical
What
now.
Indian
Like,
classical?
yeah, like Dhol and tabla and everything else in Leeds.
Wow.
Yeah, yeah. And but as in like my cousins, like we've got a few drummers, we've got guitarists, but as in Bhangra heads, it's just probably been me.
Hmm.
Yeah, yeah. One of the cousins is he's massive Salters fan, so he's like you. His room's like yours. He's got two, three keyboards set up, and he's got the whole catalog of Salters, and he turned into Mukhtar Sahota. That's what we. So that's that guy.
Yeah, has he got a
But yeah,
Roland?
he's got everything. He
Gosh.
had Salters at his wedding, and
Gosh.
my cousin. Yeah, he's a. We're all Salters fans, but he's like keyboard. He just loves it.
He's like Harvey then, ain't it? Like Harvey sort of. He's
Yeah, yeah.
they're on another level. He's but another level. So there's fans, and then there's like there's actual like
It
Harvey
is just
sort
true,
of.
man. But like we are fans as well because like Dave
Yeah,
Salters are like huge to us as well. They were like probably like take that to like your normal kids here, like
yeah,
back in the
man.
day. So that was that. So I met Raj Sahota a few
Yeah.
weeks ago at a wedding here. He was at the event and he was a guest. And like I had to look twice and I thought, oh my God, that's Raj. I had to say hello to Simon, you okay? Photo. And it's really, really weird, yeah. And I was just there and his hands are like this. And I'm just there like, Raj, man, I'm doing this two fingers, two hands. I was like, what are you doing, Simon? What are you doing? I says, oh, you don't understand, man. These hands, the beats you've done from this,
Crazy.
the tumbler, everything that you've done. And I was like, bro, because stop touching my hands. People are going to start talking. Look you over here. Huh? I was like, bro, you don't understand. I said, I still to this day, I couldn't get that intro of Desi sorted on Tumblr. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I said, he's like, okay, I understand. But that's respect.
Yeah.
You get me? Because I was like, what, probably about 13, 14. This guy like did percussion on his
On
own.
another level, don't it? The
Yeah,
percussion was
on
on
his own. You know what I
another
mean? On
level.
his
Yeah.
own. On
Yeah.
his own, like, tabla on his own at all. Give us the halters.
Yeah.
And then he's like, okay, I'll get you drift, mate. I'll get you drift. Stop stroking my fingers and hands.
Gosh, that's hilarious.
If you ever see Raj, yeah, just start doing this to his hands. There you go. You come to Simon over here.
He's gonna watch this, Raj. Yeah, I'll be trying to get him
Nah,
on the
ultimate
podcast, but
respect. Now you will, you will. He's
yeah,
got a busy schedule as well.
yeah, I
He's
know.
busy now making his wheels now. He's got the double out now.
He's killing it.
That's
Yeah,
it.
killing it. Gosh.
But yeah,
So
but that's
how did you transition from playing all for DJs and stuff to the bands, and who was your first band that you played with? How did that transition happen? Because right now, as I said to you earlier, when I look on social media, you're the only door player
yeah.
there is.
There's loads.
But it seems like that on my feed, right? You're the guy that comes up playing for playing for Malkeith, for playing for Miss Pooja, playing for anyone that comes up. It's you.
Nah. There's
I know
so
there.
many
I'm
cool
just messing
players.
about, but
Yeah, yeah,
it
yeah,
looks like
yeah.
that
No.
on my feed. It looks
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that. Honestly,
What? Yeah, all those times. Like, we used to like at sixth form college. We used to like have band. Like a few of us mates from different colleges then jumped together, started jamming, and then I think. one of the guys was friends with Ballygill,
Yeah.
Ballygill from Scope Events, and he must have gave my number to him because he was in a band called Oyster. Don't know if you know Manny Oyster from Wolverhampton.
Rings a bell. I
So
still.
they had some Docherty on the and all that back in the day, an album.
Yeah.
So they were looking for a tour player. Then I was playing with CB Discos at the time and Midland Boys.
Hmm.
So we was busy on the wedding scene with them. And I got a phone call at my home and it was Bally. I remember to this day, and it's like, "Oh, we got an audition. We got a band rehearsal in Wolverhampton. Can you make it at this time and this day, so Friday?" Then them days there's no sat nav. We only had
Yeah.
the street maps in it.
Yeah.
Then me and my dad went, took
A
my
to Z.
door. Yeah, the A to Z. Yeah, then we
Yeah.
went to Manny's house, the singers, and at the back of the gully there was like a street. He had like a little um house made, and it was like a studio. And then there's a drum kit in there. The whole band were in there, so they used to rehearse. And then I walked in, and they said, "All right, nice to meet you. Hello, 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 hello." And Bally goes, "Yeah, this is Simon. Yeah, let's just try, see how we get on with you." And then first song played, and that was it. I just got into the groove. Then I remember Bobby, the drummer, because he used to have a timbali, and then he just picked the timbali up. He says, "Okay." He goes, "Guys, I don't do this no more." That's all he said. And I just jammed, and I was just jamming away. I just like sort of got the groove with them, playing what I can play. But don't forget, it's my first time playing with like
Yeah.
a band, and they were a Bhangra band.
So how was that? How was that experience? Because think about it,
It was hard, yeah, because I was a bit
you got to be the
nervous.
sync. No, but you have played with was it with your granddad? Was it?
Yeah, but no, then yeah, played my grand at the gondola like in front of like some good. It's totally
Yeah.
different when you got in a studio with a
Yeah.
band that's got like two, three albums out,
Yeah.
and definitely they're pretty young as well, but they had albums out.
Yeah.
So to me, it's like, whoa, okay, these guys know what they're doing, sort of thing.
Yeah.
As a bass player, there's a guitarist, there was a drummer, Dorky player, Balionki's singer. So for me, I was just like, okay, let's try the door with it. And they said, okay, what are you free next weekend? I was like, yeah, yeah. Okay, come back next week. We'll do another rehearsal. Okay, no problem. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All excited, you know what I mean? Wow, I'm gonna be in a band, man. I'm in a band. You know what I mean? And then next week, now I'm just like, okay, we got this date here. Got a wedding in Derby. Can you come to this wedding in Derby? You check with your mum and dad. Yeah, yeah, I can do that. Oh God, okay. Can do the wedding. Okay, brilliant. Right, we got this gig now in Stoke, but it's a nightclub gig. A what? Yeah, a nightclub gig in Stoke. I was like, okay, yeah. He goes, it's called. We're on the flyer. He showed me the flyer. He goes, there's four races. He goes, it's Oyster, it's AS Gong, it's Avatar Maniac, and it's a Jarnic.
Wow.
I think the four A's, yeah,
Wow.
four aces. I'm like, whoa, we got a nightclub gig. He goes, yeah, but we're gonna get there like 7, 8 o'clock at night. We're gonna be back home till like 3, 4 in the morning because it's nightclub.
Yeah.
And I've never done a nightclub show. You know what I mean? And
Gosh. What did your
I'm
parents?
young,
So how old are you
and
then?
I was like, yeah. I think that was 17ish, yeah.
Wow.
And I was like, okay, because I did 2, 3 weddings with them now, so like getting to know the boys, getting to know the set, and like when you do a club gig, it's totally different to a wedding set. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
And you're competing against your other bands. And I thought in my head, I'm thinking, oh my God, I'm going to meet AS Khan, I'm going to meet Charlie, I'm going to meet the rest of them. So I'm boost anyway. I'm on a big boost, and then that was it. Got to a nightclub, and I seen that sort of side of the Bhangra industry as well, Bhangra life and how it is. We went on stage, totally rocked it. It was the first
Wow.
band, but I think it was the last band out. But
Gosh.
yeah, yeah.
So
Getting
what
home
was
at
like?
stupid time is mad.
What did your parents say at that time? Did they let you go, or was there a
Yeah,
bit of
because
friction, or
there was like you got school. I think I had school or sixth form the next morning.
yeah,
But then I wanted to go to school the next morning. I wanted to tell my friends, I've just been in Stoke last night. We've just done this. I met AS Gang last night. I met Uptown Maniac last night. I met a Jarnic last night. And
gosh,
I was on a boost. I was on a high But these guys have got albums out, they're rock stars in my world.
Yeah.
And I was sharing changing rooms with them. And just for me to open the door a little bit, and I seen AS Khan getting changed, like, with his band talking. And I was like, oh, my Denny's. That's the famous AS Khan.
Yeah.
Then I walked out the room. But to me, I was like, ooh, cool. Like, because I'm just in his face. So that's how all that started. And then from there, just got from Oyster, just the journey just went crazy, really.
So you said you played with DCS as well, didn't you?
Yeah, yeah.
How did
So
that come
DCS,
about? Because DCS were one of my favorite bands.
yeah, yeah. So after Jessa era, I think Jessa had to move on. I think he had stuff going on with his work. And then at that time, I was with B21, so I was touring the world with them.
Oh,
With Justin
go back
Valley
then.
and
Tell me
B20.
about B21 first. Them for
Yeah.
DCS.
So,
So
uh,
were you with the original B21 or?
yeah, yeah. So before B21, it was like did McGee Singh and then Safri Boys.
Okay, so let's go back. So I've jumped the gun now. So you
That's
just
fine.
wind
Yeah.
a bit in
So
it.
so basically, so after that gig with Star, and then Harry phoned me. Harry Matai, Harry.
Yeah, yeah. Did the podcast
Harry,
with him.
so Harry's like, we want to come do a gig with Malkit. We need a door player. Do you want to give it a go? And I
So
said,
how did
yeah,
Harry
yeah.
know you? How did
Just
Harry
from
know you?
just from the scene, like
Cha
people
cha cha.
started
Yeah, yeah,
talking. They're thinking, who's this new kid on the block? You know what I mean?
yeah.
And then I was like, yeah, yeah, cool. I'll give it a go. And I said, Malkit Singh. Oh my God, he's like the creme of the creme, like he's the best
Absolutely.
thing, you
Yeah.
know what I mean? And I was like, yeah, yeah, I'm not going to say no to that. And then I went to do the gig, and I was just like, okay, good. Look back, I said, I'm going to stop because I was getting gigs number one, and then number two, I was on stage. With no disrespect to Ice though, or you know what I mean. They're still all the way up, really close to them all, but I'm doing gigs left, right, and centre, but not just gigs in the UK. I'm actually like in Dubai, then I'm in Muscat, then
You
I'm in
see,
America.
you're about 17, 18 now, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm like literally like 19 now,
Gosh.
but I'm going all over the world. Not even got a solid job like 9 to 5. I'm like in and out of jobs and work, school. I mean college, sorry, sixth form college, trying part-time jobs because I'm like constantly
Gigging.
gigging, whether it's the UK or going all over the world. And when I did that era with Mookie, then that's like that was a big, big, massive what's it called experience for international.
Yeah, what was that like?
So
Because there's it's another level, isn't it? It's a level up,
yeah,
isn't it?
another
And
level.
that's no disrespect to any of the bands, but when you
Yeah, yeah,
start going international, it's a level
yeah,
up, isn't it?
yeah. It's just another level because like you're on tour, number one, but number two, you're taking your sound to a different audience.
Yeah,
Yeah, and like the the events, the venues, the productions, a lot more bigger. But then you're standing on stage, but I'm standing on stage, but on my left, I'm doing moves and Monkey Singh. He's giving me his mic to do backing vocals, and then like we're dancing together. But to me, I'm in a phase, I'm in a daze. You know what I mean? Thinking, oh my God, like I said to you, I used to cut him out of flyers and stick him on the
yeah,
posters.
absolutely.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And
But
then I had to go with it.
but one thing I got to say, Simon, just before we move on, is that one I've seen your stuff. There's door players, but you've got a really good stage presence. Does that come from your looking at Gurjan Mal because the stage presence is there? Do you know what I mean? Like you can be a dolly where you just got your head down and playing toll, but you're not that. You know what I mean? So
Yeah. With me, I'm like the way it's like when I play football or if I do sport or anything else, I like a Stevie G. I'm like the guy in the change room. If you're not performing well, I'll let you know about it. Yeah,
yeah,
and that's how I am when I'm playing Dhol. Because when I play Dhol, like I like to make sure my shirt's sweating and this, that, the other, and everybody that's on the stage has to be on that same level,
yeah,
sort of thing. And if things are not going right on stage, I'm the sort of guy to like vocalize it,
yep,
like step it up, guys, step it up. You know what I mean? Because it's just natural born the winners. You know what I mean? It's
yeah,
just crazy. But my presence on stage, it's just like I'm a team player. I'm not one of those goalies that it's all about me. It's all about me.
yeah.
It's like with my playing, this is what. but I don't know, a lot of people have said this to me, that my playing is more like controlled sort of
Yeah,
thing. I
yeah.
come in and I come out, come
Oh
in, come out,
gosh,
and play.
Simon, don't.
That's,
I'm really glad you said that because I played with this. It's called, what do I call it? Volume wars.
yeah, yeah,
Gosh, man, that's I played with bands and stuff, and then the worst thing when you're rehearsing first, you got volume wars in the rehearsal. The keyboard player puts his volume up, then the guitarist puts his up. Dudley starts going louder, and you can't hear yourself sing.
yeah, yeah. No, because
Glad
the
you
thing
said
is
that.
always, it's always because the artist's vocals and
Yeah,
words need to be heard,
yeah,
and that's the main thing as well. Music is music, but to the loves, yeah, the words, the feeling, that's what has to happen.
yeah,
Beats come in and go, beats are meant to come in and out,
yeah.
depending on what track it is. But yeah, but presence wise, yeah, that's just always been me. Like trying, I don't know. A lot of people have said you're the big show on doors. Some people have said like look a
The
wrestler.
big
Some
show.
people do say
I can see that now.
that's what Jassi Sidhu told me. He's like the big show. But yeah, it's just one of those ones.
So
It's
how did
just
you
like
move from so you did the Milkies and stuff? So how did you get to B21?
yeah. So after Milky Singh, then I went to Safri Boys
Yeah,
because Buta was um, moving to the venture with B21.
yeah,
Then Harry went into Safri Boys. Then Harry at that time said, "Simon, come with me to Safri Boys."
yeah.
And Palm was with Safri Boys then, and I think Palm was going away for work and stuff for a few years, and then I did a few years with Safri Boys, and then,
What was that?
then
So can I
after,
stop you, Simon? What was that like
yeah,
working with Balwinder Safari? Because one of the
amazing,
best singers ever in
yeah,
the UK. Unbelievable. He was.
it was crazy. I mean, at the time, I think Milky was a big fan of me leaving him for stuff because them days it was like the Liverpool Man United, wasn't
Yeah, they
it?
were
Between
rivals at
them
it at that
two.
time. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah. Then he goes because he's got Dolly anyway with him. He's had him
yeah,
since day one. Then I was like, Uncle, I'm gonna go with Harry now. But I got a bit of a rolly kid. We still laugh about it today.
yeah.
But I went there, but it was like with the guys with Raj, me, Happy, me, Harry, Shabba.
You did a Figo, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did like a Michael Owen going to United. It was mad.
Yeah, he did one of those, didn't
But yeah, it was bad. But then at that time, so boys were really busy as well,
Yeah,
and, and then just a different sort of. They were very busy on the wedding scene and internationally as well. So I did a lot with Safri Boys, like Chicago, America, San Fran, all
gosh.
that. And again, like you're saying, Safri's vocal, like me again, he's totally next to him, dancing with him,
Yeah.
and then phased again, thinking, "Oh my God, I've got Safri, Belinda Safri right next to me here."
Gosh. He was the
But
guy that brought, like, the vocals, because everyone, you had that UK sort of sound before. He brought a
yeah, yeah,
different flavor, didn't he, Safri? He was like
yeah,
a bit more classical touch to it, his vocals.
classical, yeah, classical. Plus, he was, I think, he was natural as well.
Yeah,
Every
unbelievable.
every every track wouldn't sound the same.
Yeah,
He would always put twists and turns in there. And sometimes make one of those. I'm like an eyebrow raiser, or my eyes will go like that if I hear something like a wrong that should have happened or a note that should have come in when it was meant to come in.
yeah,
He's one of those, and he knew that he could do it because he had the gift to do it as well.
yeah,
Where certain vocalists they'll just stick to that routine. They know
yeah,
that
gotcha.
track. But I'm not going to improvise. I'm not going to do anything. I'm
Yeah.
not going to do something at the box here. He was one of those. I'm not saying other vocalists are not, but
No, no.
Sophie had that
I know
special.
what you
He
mean,
had that
yeah.
special gift. So from there, so from Sophie Boys, then it was really weird. I kept on getting nabbed, so they kidnapped Dudley, like they keep on kidnapping me
You're not
from
very
different
loyal,
places.
Simon. You're not very
Yeah,
loyal, are
yeah.
you?
No, no. I did my good service history. But then Bruto found me, said, "Look, can you play? Can you join B21?"
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, okay, but them days like PAs, wasn't it? So it's not like
Yeah, yeah,
I'm not going around now with 6, 7 guys in a van. It's
yeah.
just three singers, and
The bands are dying out, and this is about
people.
98, about there,
Yeah,
97, 98, wasn't it? Something like that.
and them times we was doing like 5, 6 a week
Gosh.
shows. Like it was like club gig, and then again international, but different countries like Australia, Kenya. So again, just going everywhere with them, just seeing Bali and Buta and seeing the world again, but on a different level
Yeah,
with a more like pop, like boy band sort of thing. But when I was with them, it was brilliant. Don't get me wrong, but I still missed having like a drummer, still missed having that bass, still missed having that guitarist,
yeah,
keyboard, still tabla. The sound was there because it was playing on like an MP3 or Bluetooth laptops and this that and the other, and the vocals were on top. But you still miss that live, that live
you
sound.
can't replace that, can you? When you perform with a live band,
Yeah,
it's
but then
different, isn't
me
it?
being me, like
Yeah,
I would play the Dhol, but then I'll do like solos with
yeah,
the vocals sometimes when the song finishes.
yeah,
Then I'll improvise with the set because I still want to bring that little bit of live percussion
yeah,
aspect into the set. And then people start seeing me on the scene, then like DCS and like all the bands were seeing me stuff with B21 because it was always on the same club shows as
yeah.
all these bands. And then that's how I got the phone call from Shin because that was the ultimate band that I wanted to join. I thought I could never
Oh,
join this
oh,
band
band.
because that band is too solid and there's a waiting list to get into that band, and no boys are going to leave that band. So when I
Gosh.
got the call, I was just like, let's have an awkward conversation with Boots on Valley, Jagpal. Didn't go down too well.
Oh, you're a mercenary, that's what it is, Simon, isn't
But
it?
I was all right though because the famous stories though. Because remember, Jussie couldn't make a show in America and Valley, and me and Buta,
Yeah.
we were B21, weren't we, in Yuba City in San Fran?
Wow.
I had to wear the fog, remember, my beard and everything. You must have seen that video.
I don't know. You'll have to send me it, bro. You have to
Everybody
send
knows that story.
it.
Simon was Jassi Sidhu.
No, good to tell me. I don't know the story.
It's,
Go on, go
it's,
on.
it's basically there was a big tour in America, about 4 or 5 dates, but there
You're
was an
joking.
issue at the airport or something, some work permit visas or something like that. And then we had a gig on the same night, but only me and Buta got through. So we're stuck with the promoters. But the guys are like, you guys are gonna have to do the gig tonight. Then somebody had to come to the room. They tied a bug on me, and then I had a goatee like this, and then some other person's painting like a beard on me, and then I had to be just Sidhu for a night.
That's crazy.
I could. It's the
And did you
truth.
lip
I've
sync
got
then? Did you lip
a
sync?
lip sync. I made all the words up. I did a bit of yo-yos, whoa-whoas,
Uh,
and it was really crazy because when I went into this nightclub, I was actually like I felt like Michael Jackson because I had like they put 15 bodyguards around me, and they weren't like security, they're like police.
yeah.
I think it was in LA, it was somewhere around there, and there's a limousine, me in there, they took me out of there, took me straight into VIP. Yeah, I got glasses on and a fog on, and they even they even put just used to do like a black mole on my cheek just to protect face me. And, and then went on stage. They took me straight on stage, did the set, yeah, and there was a VIP thing after the set, and then had to actually there was a queue of people in the VIP suite. I had photos with me, and I had to go, hi, nice to meet you. Yeah, photo. Hi, nice to meet you. Yes, photo. Hi, nice to meet you. Yes, photo.
That's crazy. Didn't they find out?
Well, there's no social media back then. Though. They're gonna find out now.
Yeah.
I think it's just his 30th anniversary this year. I think they're doing a big show. We might play the video on that.
Wow.
Actually, a surprise, a surprise
Gosh.
appearance. But yeah, and then the worst thing about that, because when we got back to the hotel, the promoters and they had like guests and stuff going to do rugby and everything. So they think, yeah, I said rugby, we're going to take the guys out. So I went for a shower, and then I took the fog off, and then I've had a wash. So there's no beard, it's just a goatee. And I remember one of them going, "Oh, Jesse, so you don't wear a park? This is how you are. This is your look." And I went, "Yeah, yeah, that's just look for stage."
Oh gosh.
I don't
Oh,
know. And do that tour, we'll tell you stories about that tour. We had to go to like a Bhangra competition, the dance competitions that
yeah.
happen here
Yeah,
in the
yeah,
UK and Canada, America, are massive, aren't they? So
yeah.
we were like the chief guests, like B21. Buta and me went, and then we had to actually present an award to the winners of the competition. So I had to present the award.
So did you have to get dressed up again?
No, no, I thought I'd just go like this. I had a cap on and
Gosh.
sunglasses. I said, "Get the award, well done. Congratulations." Thank you, everybody, on behalf of B21. You're welcome.
Are you the front man as well? Were you? But just
Yeah. And
crazy.
bro, that's nothing. I don't know if you've seen the recent one, but they went to Yuba City. After that, there's a big Mela going on in South Bank, Yuba City. They had B21, and the second band was Safri Boys. And after Safri Boys was Mohammed Sadiq. So
Crazy.
I'm in a trailer, B21. I'm in a trailer with Safri Boys, and Mohammed Sadiq. And I'm going to go start singing with Buta in front of like 10,000 people. It's on YouTube.
Oh,
It's
you
on
gotta send me
YouTube.
this afterwards, bro. You gotta send me.
And I've got it. It's all on YouTube. I'm on hair playing Dhol.
Gosh.
He was playing Dhol with Safri Boys. And I said to Omen, I said, "Can you play Dhol with us?" Me and Buta were singing. Omen's playing Dhol.
Gosh. तू मन कितना गया?
Oh, man. Oh, that's his game over for me. I said, "How are you going to
Gosh.
get back to Darlaston after this tour?"
That's crazy, man.
And then
Gosh.
that's it. Then I got the call from Shin. And then when I got that call, I thought, that's the set I want to play, man. And
So
that
what
took
was
my
that
total
experience? Because
level.
Shin's one of my favorite singers as well. I've had him on the. He was
Yeah.
one of my first guests on the podcast
Okay.
a few years back. Shin, absolute masterclass. If you're into like, uh, well, you obviously you know Shin, but in terms of any singers out there want to know about
Yeah.
singing the technical side, watch that podcast because he gave me a masterclass in half an
Yeah.
hour about singing. Unbelievable,
He's,
unbelievable, Shin
he's
is.
amazing.
Yeah,
He's an amazing guy as well. Amazing human.
yeah, absolutely.
But yeah, when I got that call, it was it. He's like, "Can you do a gig with us?" Because I did a few shows with them when just I couldn't make it,
Yeah,
like a cover. So I did one club show with them, and I had it the next morning. I had a gig. I had to be in Chicago with Safri Boys. I had to get to Birmingham Airport. I'm going to be picked up like at 6 o'clock in the morning, from the Safri Boys van driver to
yeah.
take us to the airport. And the night before, we had a gig in Cardiff in Wales with B21, uh, DCS, and DB21 went. I had to stay because I had to do the gig with DCS. Then Shin was trying to bomb it, get me back to my house before 5 o'clock. So it's me, Shin, and Buta, the keyboard player. Then we just seen these blue lights behind us. We got pulled over, bro. And then Shin speeding to get me home. Yeah, because I got to get to Chicago. He's got pulled over by the police. Can you believe it?
Gosh,
Because I had to get to a gig with some free boys because I was covering DCS and just Shin got points.
you lived the life, bro. Honestly, you lived the life, the bad life. That's
Again,
crazy, man.
it's mad, isn't it? Like a big famous singer trying to get me back home so I could go on tour with another singer.
Mad.
That would happen now, would it really?
No, gosh. So,
But yeah.
what was DCS like performing with Shin and
Well, DCS was another level because when I joined, because obviously we grew up like all the bands were like we want to be like that's the band to be, man.
yeah,
DCS. So like with their percussion starts and stops and the guitars and the obviously Juggy on drums, vocalist,
yeah,
music, it's just everything was just perfect. So I did a few shows with them and I thought that's it. This is my happy place. But then when I joined, it was Paul was on Torquay then, but then Paul left. Then Tubbsley came in. So then it was me, Tubbsy, and
Wow.
Juggy. And you got Steve and Popsy, Mutti, Shin. You got Sunny DJing with us, and oh man, another level. And then Tubbsy went, Jazzy, then Gubsy came in, and then we did all the live sessions. And that live session, I'm so glad to be a part of that live session because that's going to be with me for the rest of my life.
Yeah, unbelievable they
You know
were.
what I mean? And that there's still players that I know that still watch that live session.
Yeah.
And when I see them, they're like, side man, that live session, the way you played, you Gubsy, Juggy. No, I know other door players that actually put that on and play to it. Vishal's one of them. He told me the story once. He goes, "So I used to listen to that. Still does listen to
Crazy.
that." And he says that was the sound. And when I watch it now back on YouTube, to me, it's like a walk in the park. I feel like now, like sort of thing.
Yeah.
It didn't phase me at the time.
Dude, it was phenomenal though. Honestly, that I
Yeah,
listened to that soundtrack, that live so much, and the Dole. Now look back, the Dole dude really stood out on there. Really stood out,
yeah.
especially the breaks and
Like,
stuff. Like
I
unbelievable.
think it was a bit high in the mix. I got told off after. Uh, I didn't do the mix stuff. That was Mickey, the sound engineer, and Shin.
Yeah.
But I think they had it all a bit too loud in the mix. It's good for me because I was like, yeah, one can hear
Yeah.
me. But it was like crap for Gubsy because Gubsy's like, I can't hear my talkie, man. I can't hear my talkie, man. The door's just taking over. I said, I'm playing live, bro. I'm standing next to you. But
Gosh,
when I look back and listen to it now, I still listen to it in my car. I think
gosh.
just to be a part of that was mad. But it's there, it'll be
So,
there forever.
like, out of all the bands and stuff like you experienced, did you have to adapt to certain things, like as a floor player, like musically? Did you have
Yeah,
to?
yeah,
Yeah, because each band's gonna have its own flavor. Not only that, what the bands demanded from you, because
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
assuming some of them, like Shin, might be saying, no, you got to play this way or this certain thing, and
There was, yeah, but the good with DCS, it was more like a team.
yeah,
But when I joined DCS, I was a bit quiet first. I was just like, here's the stops and starts. This is what they've been doing for years.
yeah,
Then I started changing things. I started adding this on. I said, can we try this, guys? I started a bit more vocal because I was in my comfort zone there. Because like, and then it's like, yeah, okay, let's try that break. Let's do this here. Shouldn't
yeah,
try this with your vocal. Let's try a little few beats here. And it started working. And then because we was gigging so much, like weddings, our weddings were like our rehearsals. But then we wasn't gigging. We was like, it was very gothic. Like every Thursday, 7 o'clock. It doesn't matter what you're doing in life. Doesn't matter whose birthday is. Doesn't even matter if it's your own birthday. We're meeting at 7 at Rabana's and we're finishing at 9.
yeah.
And if you can't make that rehearsal, you pay a £10 fine. It comes out your gigs money or whatever. And that's how committed the band were. We was
Wow.
always rehearsing, but on stage we'd do like it's really mad, and you can only have a certain clip with certain musicians, and we'll have like little things like breaks, like we'll just say one, put a finger up, or put two, or put three. So we're playing, and then we know before 4 bars we're gonna do this little click. But then it came to a stage where we're just looking at each other and we know what was happening. And when you got that magic like on stage, you can't beat that. You
Crazy, man.
cannot beat it. You can't. And, but it's hard with me because then I started doing backing vocals at the same time.
Really?
I'm playing Dhol, yeah. So that's when that started happening. When I started singing a lot more with Shin and with DCS and playing Dhol. So controlling the Dhol and then trying to sing on top. Me and Mutti, the backing vocalist, backing up Shin, and then suddenly became a backing vocalist. So that I'm doing 2 jobs and getting paid for one. So Shin, if you listen to this.
well, you're working for Indians, isn't it? That's like, isn't it? You know?
Yeah, yeah. But it was another level, mate. DCS another level, and like that live session, it's there, and that's all I can say. If anybody ever asks about how was your experience, I say just listen to that. We'll just type in YouTube DCS live.
That's amazing, dude. It's been over an hour since you've
Oh,
been
okay,
thinking. Yeah, so we can carry on. I can talk to you for all day. So
yeah.
we'll wrap up, anyways. How did you like from there? How did you go? Like, I've seen you with Miss Pooja, with some big indie artists, and how did that transition happen? Is it because you were in the industry? They've got you.
Yeah. So basically, just with all the other artists that happening after that, like Lember Saintbody sort of came
Yeah,
into the UK then,
yeah,
and then this guy called Dami from Leicester, and he sort of got a lot of band together. We started playing there, and then um, a lot of freelance work started coming in. The Bally got like so the Bhangra All Stars started with Tubbsy and Bally. Then they started getting singers from India as well. Started doing them shows with these singers from India like Bawa, Miss Pooja, Kobe, loads of people.
yeah,
And then suddenly then just sort of conquered them all really. Started playing with when every time the singers are in, you'll have certain teams going out to play with them. And then I don't know, like I said, singers from India totally different to our vibe.
in what way?
Some some of them loved it, the UK sound. Some of them hated it, but obviously they're here because promoters couldn't bring their own bands
Yeah,
from India to here, so they want to probably bring one of their musicians here,
yeah,
but it wouldn't happen because financially it just wouldn't work. But then some singers were like, "Wow, we want to take this sound back to India."
yeah,
Or this needs to be how we need to sound when we're doing weddings in India, this and the other, because we're giving a different flavor, the UK
yeah.
flavor,
What
very westernized.
what do they want? Like in terms of, do they want it more straight? The Dhol.
Straight here, but then you got your drummers with drum patterns,
Yeah,
bit more with the bass, bit more with guitar, stuff like that. And it used to be a bit of a wake-up call for some of the singers, but then sometimes you get the awkward as well. You get a bit of attitude from some singers.
well, really, wow.
Like, can you play like this at double dance? Play like that, or play a bit faster, play a bit faster. But I was like, there's nobody dancing on the dance floor. I mean, I played with some singers from Punjab, yeah, and some like very established singers, and they're just playing the stupid BPM really fast.
Yeah,
And then the crowd will dance for like one song. And after that, I look at the dance floor, everybody's walked off.
yeah.
But then the DJs come on and everyone's walked back on. But that's down to the singer has to control the performance, not the band.
Mm,
You know what I mean? And that's what I learned. But again, it's like learning. You can only say so much to some artists. Some artists will listen, some artists will like, it's okay. I've been paid. I'll see you later. I've got to get my plane now. I've got a next show. It's
mad.
mad, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. No, I can see that as well. I've experienced that. Like, but I think they know it all.
Yeah.
Yeah, without actually without actually taking that on board, especially especially if the musicians are telling you as well, like yourself, and then you might have more
Yeah.
experience here in this crowd and
Yeah.
stuff, and so mm,
That's what it is. It's like sometimes it could be a rehearsal. Like the show's going to be the next day, but the
yeah,
singer will land on a flight the day before, then come
yeah,
into a rehearsal room, jet lagged, tired, and then sometimes people want to work with you with the band. Then you got some singers that walk into the rehearsal room with a lot of rockers, with a bit of an entourage as well,
yeah,
and just like not even the knowledge. The musicians, Tiga, that's okay, that's okay, that's okay, yeah, all right, see you tomorrow. And you think in your head, who the hell are you? You know what I mean? Or who the hell
yeah,
are talk to us like
yeah.
that? We're your backbone. You know what I mean?
The industry's changed though, bro, and it's like, as I said, you've just told me an amazing account of the band era, and it's the UK band era, and it's I don't think people know that. That's part of why I do this podcast as well, even though it's about
Yeah,
music as well. Like, well, it's happened like a side thing that's happened. I started because of my contacts in the Bhangra industry, right? So a lot of it's come about the Bhangra industry.
yeah,
Even though I
yeah,
wasn't,
yeah,
that wasn't my intention. Like, I've got you on there, and your account's been phenomenal. I had Tubbsy on there as well,
yeah, yeah.
and it's become that. And I think people need to know that we in the UK laid the foundation, even for India.
Yeah,
Indian music is what it is now is because of here. Canadian music is
yeah,
what it is now because we started it in the 80s, 70s, 80s. You know?
yeah.
So
That's true. You listen to some of the artists now, you watch their performances,
yeah.
but they're very like influenced by our sound.
Of course it is, yeah.
Yeah. There's a lot more drum work going on now.
Yeah. And the only thing is there was no social media.
Hmm. Yeah.
You know, otherwise all this would be recorded. Like sort of, I had the same thing with Apache as well. Like I was talking to Apache, and he was saying a similar thing as well. You know, so yeah.
Yeah. But it's a tough one. The industry at the moment is hard. I really wish we can bring all the bands back how they used to be.
Mm. I've been trying to get a band together, bro. Honestly,
Yeah.
I'll be trying to get like a fusion band together. But the issue I've got is basically this challenge I've got. People listen to them on the podcast, so if there's any
Hmm.
music, the challenge of it because I don't want session players.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's the issue I've got. And I understand people's perspective because, but the project that we wanted to do was everyone has an equal. You know how like Gore bands were. So you're
Yeah.
actually when you're part of the band, you're not a session player. You're equal in all the profits and the royalties and everything. You know.
Yeah.
So the singer's not getting everything. It's basically everyone gets a piece of the pie.
Yeah.
But that means you've got to be fully committed yourself. That's
Yeah.
the challenge we've had. I had a keyboard player ring me the other day. Sorry, WhatsApp me the other day because he was interested in the band, but he was a
Hmm.
session. He was part of two bands. I says, look, I don't mind that, but we want full commitment, Hannah, because
Yeah.
it's
I'm
difficult to
not
get
good
a
to you,
band.
mate. I'm not good
No,
to
no,
you. You just heard my.
I'm not saying. I
You've
understand.
heard now. You've
I
heard my story. Have you heard my story? We're
yeah,
jumping from band to
you're
band.
not
So
lying. I'm not gonna give it to
you got
you.
no chance with me. You're gonna be. You set me up for a year. You're gonna ignore me. I mean,
Yeah.
you got to know.
Oh gosh, that's too funny. Yeah, but that's the band situation at the moment.
Yeah.
It's so yeah. Well, it's not about this. I'm making the podcast about my music, but it's supposed to be about
Yeah.
your music. But anyway, it's
No.
been over an hour, so I normally finish the podcast by asking, in your words, what is musical excellence?
Music of excellence. What do you mean, like?
Like musical excellence in because the podcast is the subtitle of the podcast is in the pursuit of musical excellence. So, what does musical excellence mean to you, Hannah? Like someone might say, musical excellence is to me is being consistent in music, being consistent in practice, or whatever. What in
Oh,
your
okay.
words, Hannah? It could be anything, whatever comes to your mind.
Okay. For me, it's gonna have the wow factor, and anything you do with music, it's gotta come from. It's from here. It's
Hmm.
gotta have that feeling, like Sadhu Sukandar always used to say. Whatever you're singing, make sure you get that feeling across.
Yeah,
Whether it's hardcore Bhangra, whether it's romantic, whether it's soul, whether it's Qawwali, whether it's Sufi, you gotta have a feel in it.
yeah,
That comes the same to you playing a piece. You can play a hard banja, you can play a hard piece, you can play a solid, simple, straight piece, or you can be doing some chord sevens and six or whatever, this, that, the other, yeah, or rag. It's all about the feel. And everything that you do, whether it's live or you record it, always always let it come from here. You gotta
mm,
have that feeling. If you're singing, you're singing Kolka like Kuldeep Manik, but then Kuldeep Manik still had a little soft tone as well when he sang
absolutely.
Tediya,
Yeah, people
compared
don't
to
realize
Gagan
that, do
Hafta
they?
Kolka.
Yeah,
Yeah.
people don't realize that.
So that to me is the answer to your question. You gotta have the best of both, but you gotta have that feel because that's what music's all about. You gotta bring
Absolutely.
that emotion into it.
Yeah, it's very nicely put. To be fair, bro, and I think you've struck a chord with me in the sense of that because I get a lot of people, singers and yeah, particular singers saying they want to sing like Kuldeep Manik and Bindarakia, but they forget that they sang with so much mitas as well.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? But they don't explore that side of it,
Yeah, it's true. It's
you know?
just you can don't get me wrong, when I was young, I used to always want to try and hit the F
Yeah,
sharp,
yeah.
sorry. I want to hit the high notes like I said I was singing on loads of YouTube videos, I was singing jazzy beat songs, London Patola at every wedding. because I just love that song. I sang it with
Great,
DCS so
great
many
song.
times when Shin says, Shin, have a break, let me just sing the song. No reason. There's nobody dancing, I was just singing. But it was them days, they think, yeah, I'm the guy that can hit that note. I'm the guy that hit that note. You get singers out there that think, yeah, he can't sing that note. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? If it's not about singing that note, the singers that were singing them notes, then listen to the vocals now.
yeah.
Try and attempt to sing them notes now because
It's
the
about
best.
your own range. Everyone's got their
Yeah,
own
yeah,
range, So you got to stick to your range,
yeah. But it's about
Like,
how you control it as well,
yeah, yeah.
It's about how you control it.
I always say, Simon, like, in singing, if you classify a good singer as someone who sings on F sharp at the top, then that means
Yeah,
Jagjit Singh was never a good singer.
exactly. Yeah.
Who was one of the greatest ever singers from India,
Ghulam Ali, everybody, it's just it doesn't make sense. Look at Hari Haran and everybody else like that.
Exactly, yeah. Oh, gosh,
It's
don't get me
another
started.
level. Salim does what he does, but he's got sweetness. There's
Yeah,
sometimes there's been times where I think you're a bit annoying now. Stop screaming and stuff
yeah,
when another singer's singing.
yeah,
But he does it as well to show his range.
yeah, yeah.
But then he can show another sweet full soul as well.
Hmm.
But yeah, for me, I think you just gotta have it. You gotta have that feel, man, in
Absolutely.
anything you do.
Have you noticed Slim's got a grain in his voice recently?
Yeah,
There's a grain in his voice now, isn't there? I'm not saying
so the
I'm not saying a bad singer, but there's nothing like that. I'll never say that. He's unbelievable, but his voice texture changed.
yeah, that's probably down to how you look after yourself as well. As
Yeah,
in, like when you're singing 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock in the morning,
yeah,
Jagatte,
yeah,
and then on your way back, you're going to Dabbe, having care, cool, like eating protein. You've seen the way he looks now. You know what I mean?
hmm,
So it's gonna take a toll.
yeah, maybe, yeah.
You're not rested. You're
Because I
not
noticed that
resting.
the other day. I was listening to him sing, and his voice texture changed.
Mm,
He's still an unbelievable singer, but
yeah, yeah.
the texture's changed, which is
But it's just again, I think. I'll give you a perfect example like Shin DCS. Yeah, if his vocal's not there when it needs to be, he's the sort of guy that I've done so many gigs with him. He would say that, you know what, I'm not performing today. I can't do the gig. Where there's other
gosh,
artists I've worked with that sound terrible, but will still do it.
gosh.
That's the difference.
Hmm. And Shin's a real deal, honestly, man. When I had the
Yeah, but he
podcast
would
with him,
honestly say that
yeah,
people booking me, my voice ain't there because
yeah.
I'm not 100%. I'm
Oh,
not going to even do it.
gosh,
It's crazy.
crazy.
And I've been on stage with some singers and I've had to pull faces thinking, oh my God. And I had to do backing vocals more to cover them.
Yeah.
Not just me, it could be another musicians on backing vocals just to
I've seen it
cover the main
myself, bro.
vocalist.
I've seen massive singers, right, who are really popular and they're out of key they're really big.
Yeah,
Normally
yeah,
they're good singers, but they're out of key with the band. I'm thinking, gosh,
yeah. There's
no.
another singers where they're not having a good dance floor, but then they'll turn around and blame musicians saying, oh, come on, man, what are you lot doing? It's not
Hmm.
our fault. Yes, your song selections are terrible.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah, absolutely, yeah.
It's true.
Hmm. And here, bro, let's wrap this up, sort of thing. Where can people
Yeah,
follow
yeah.
you and find you on social media?
Um, Instagram under Simon Says. I think Facebook's sort of dying down a bit now, so most of it's Instagram, TikTok, Simon Says, Facebook, Simon, and YouTube, Simon Says. Really,
I'm gonna go and check out your YouTube. Was all the stuff on there that you said?
all the band stuff, yeah, that's all on there.
Brilliant. I'm gonna go and check that out now.
But
That's
the
my.
the latest stuff like Desi Live, that's the latest stuff we've done the last few years. But the
Hmm.
older stuff, it's
Are
all
you
over the
part of
place.
Desi
But
Live?
yeah, yeah, this is a team of I think there's about 9 of us in the
Acha, acha,
band.
ठीक है. Brilliant.
Yeah, yeah. We're doing
Brilliant.
Birmingham next year, so make sure I'll get you a ticket. Get
Yeah,
there.
I'll come down anyway. Come show some
I can't. I
support.
don't know who the lineup is so far. I've heard a few names, but
Yeah.
It's a nice one. 2 o'clock to 8 o'clock
Problem
in
is,
the evening.
the problem with me at the moment, I've got two young children. I know two young girls.
Okay.
One's 3, one's 1. It's a pain getting out the house.
Okay.
Hopefully
This
they're a
is
bit
Saturday
older.
afternoon.
Huh?
This is a Saturday afternoon
They
for you,
they are.
hopefully.
My wife works and they're there. But anyway, see, yeah. Anyway, bro, you stay on the line, guys. This was Simon. Simon Says, Simon Tully, Simon Singh, signing out, and make sure you check him out on social media. Honestly, phenomenal Tully, and a great guy. We had a great vibe today, didn't we? You know, so
Yeah, man.
great
Thanks for having
vibe,
me.
great stories, and yeah, make sure you leave a review and a follow. If you got anything bad to say it about me, and say good about Simon. God bless you all, and until we meet again, till the next episode. Yeah, peace.